Well, it's been a fair old delay, but we're back at the end of the day because to keep things going, this is a live event. The schedule was rejigged, but here we are. There's still sunshine, albeit low in the sky, and they will carry on now as they left off. Birchall's from the front. It's a new race. Away we go. And again, we're going to see battle resumed between Kershaw and Tony Brown, who is absolutely flying on the paymundo.com Kawasaki. He got the better of Kershaw that time. Ben Holland, Lee Watson on the Finning Cat Kawasaki, the distinctive yellow and black in caterpillar colours. You can't miss them, can you? They stick out beautifully. This terrific Hyundai Heavy Industries British Sidecar Championship, thrilling the crowds here. They absolutely love it. And we still have sunshine here through on the inside. And underneath Roger Lovelock goes Ben Holland and Lee Watson, and they're closing up dramatically. That BMW is very, very fast. He's regained the place though. He's back in front. This, the top of the race. In second place, Stevens and Charlwood. There's Tim Reeves, Greg Clues fighting through again. So they're now up to sixth place. Look at it. Fourth. There they are. Oh, Hegarty and James Neave got a slingshot past Steve Kershaw. Are they going to be able to make it stick? They're on the inside coming into the foggy S's. Through they go, over the curve, using all the track and more. Riding with Steve Kershaw now. What a season he had last year, but Hegarty sweeps by. Kershaw's on the inside though. Can he do it on the brakes here? Is there a big enough hole? No, there isn't. Hegarty, ever the canny sidecar racer, keeps the door closed. Reeves and Clues then charging ahead of Holland and Watson on the inside of Lovelock and Alto, locked up the rear end momentarily, a puff of smoke from the reigning world champion, but he's on the case now. Ahead of him he can see the leader, that's what he wants. Through on the inside, Simon Gilbert, underneath Matt McLaurin and A.D. Hope, our Bemsey champions, who are acquitting themselves really, really well. Benny Stroyer rocketing past the Dutchman. Out goes Brian Gray. Brian Gray not having the best day, but he's booked in for the full season. We expect to see the man from High Wycombe campaigning a full year in this F1 Sidecar Championship, which has attracted the very best crews in the country. John Holden, Andy Winkle having spun out, but they're away again, back on the track. Retirement in the first race for Holden and Winkle, and not much better luck this time. So the former TT winners need to do something better coming into Brands Hatch. Kevin Cable and Guy Pawsey out of it. Very smartly turned out. Reeves making good progress, but the battle now between Lovelock and Tony Brown on the paymundo.com Kawasaki. Lovelock's got the BMW on the inside. The sprint over the rise to the Melbourne hairpin. And Lovelock is on the racing line. He's on the inside and through he goes, but he's got to keep it tight. Not easy, but he does. The BMW will punch up the hill here. Hegarty still going well ahead of Ben Holland. Riding again with Kershaw. You can see the shadows on the tarmac here. Round Goddard's they come. Onto the start-finish straight again. Away towards Redgate. Birchall has not made the break from Stevens. In third place, Reeves and Clues. Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charlwood on the B-Wiser Kawasaki, doing a fantastic job. This team now linked to Tommy Hill's B-Wiser Kawasaki Superbike team, ridden by Walker and Danny Buchan. Chris Walker, the veteran, Danny Buchan. They're the Superbike riders, and we've got full B-Wiser livery on the Kawasaki of Ricky Stevens. Ben Holland and Lee Watson, for so many seasons running very much at the sharp end, have been overtaken to a certain extent by the improvements made by the other teams. And if they're going to have a good 2015, they need to be mixing it at the front on a regular basis. Easier said than done, that is for sure. Even Reeves now finding it difficult to close down Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charlwood. 2 years ago he would have swept by, but such is the pace of the younger talent coming through in this championship that it is not a done deal by any means. Look at Stevens, how well is that B-Wiser Kawasaki turned out. Holding his own here against the reigning world champion. Holland and Watson, Finning Cat Kawasaki out of the running, mechanical problem. Bad weekend for them. Ryan Charlwood Not tall, but strong and stocky, and that is one of the essential characteristics of a sidecar passenger. Greg Clues, on the other hand, Tim Reeves' passenger, is tall, very fit, rated as one of the best international F1 passengers in the world, and he is the reigning world champion passenger, let's face it. What answer has Tim Reeves got for Ricky Stevens, who's riding the wheels on that Be-Wiser Kawasaki, having had a fair amount of winter testing, one of the only sidecar crews to have been to the warmer near continent to get some laps in on one or two Spanish circuits. Showing the world champion, we're halfway through here. Birchall is not getting away, Ricky Stevens is staying with them. Suzuki then leading this pair of Kawasaki's. Reeves in third, holding station, but shadowing Ricky Stevens. Are we going to see a major upset here? Are we going to see Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charlwood lead the world champion home? Well, Tim's riding the wheels of it, that's for sure, coming right across that apex on the exit of the fog. Yes, he's on the inside, going down to the Melbourne hairpin. Reeves is through, but wow, look at that, Stevens swapping paintwork, not having any of it. What a cheeky and precocious move that was. Brilliant stuff from Ricky Stevens. Fighting back, is not going to let Tim Reeves get away. Can he tuck in behind him now and stay with him and possibly sniff out an opportunity in the closing stages? But he's going to have to stay with him, that's for sure. And to be honest, he could do worse than follow Tim Reeves round for at least two of these laps and learn a bit of track craft. Not that he hasn't got it already. Tony Brown and Sam Christie doing a bit of motocrossing, but thumbs up from the passenger, head down and away they go again. Number 57, Tony Brown, another of those young crews to come up from the BEMC, the club championship, some 2 seasons ago. Another retirement for Hegarty. James Neve's hand in the air. No visible problem with that bike, but they're out of the run. Not so though for Steve Kershaw. There's the James Neve hand in the air. Steve Kershaw under that helmet will be thinking, there's another place for me. Not that he wants to profit by anybody's misfortune, but hey, that's racing, that's what it's all about. By goes Tony Brown. So Tony Brown then also benefiting. Second place Tim Reeves in your picture now. Third place still and very much in touch Stevens. In fourth it's number 49 Roger Lovelock, Aki Alto. Fifth place for Kershaw and Wilson. Sixth it is, coming into view over the rise, that's about 150 miles an hour at that point, Tony Brown and Sam Christie. And Ben Bygrave on the blue machinery, Justin Sharp. Brilliant ride for them. They're going well and looking the part as well. Good crew this, they get on well, they're similar ages, they're fit, they enjoy each other's company, and that is part of the key to successful sidecar racing, having a good relationship with the man on whom you so depend. Justin Sharp there doing a good job over the back end of that Ben Bygrave Suzuki. On board with Lovelock and Alto. There was some talk at the end of last season whether he too would go Kawasaki, but he opted to stay with the tried and tested BMW. He put 2 seasons of development into it, and I have to say this showing proves that he made the right choice. Through Starkers, the left-hander, Schwantz curve, round here and up to the right-hander of McLean's, which is bumpy on the entry and not that smooth on the way out either. The Birchall boys, Ben and Tom, kicking off their season in great style here with high hopes for the 2015 World Championship campaign, which begins just 1 week later on this very circuit, and they will have got some good racing miles and experience under their belts. They're on the penultimate corner on the final lap, just Goddard's to negotiate the left-hander, and a second victory here at Donington Park is theirs for the taking. Ben and Tom Birchall sweeping home for the checkered flag. Now it remains to be seen how close is Tim Reeves chasing. He's close, he definitely got his finger out, but not enough. A great second place for Reeves ahead of a second podium for Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charlwood. They can't believe it. Good solid points for Lovelock and Alto on their championship quest, and Kershaw, Wilson, Matt McLaurin, AD Hope, alongside Ian Drown and Jed Pillmore-Brady. This pair have had a good scrap all the way through the race, but Matt McLaurin has really proved his worth in this championship, and almost contact. Oh, there is contact. A bit of a touch there. Over the line they go. It was close all the way to the flag, but the Birchells had it. A double win for them in the sunshine at Donington Park, and there it is, confirmed. Reeves and Stevens complete the podium. Lovelock, Kershaw, Brown. You saw that battle going on throughout the race, and what a race it was. Bygrave ahead of Simon Gilbert, a brilliant 8. Carl Morgan in the chair for him in 8th place. There's the Drown, McLaurin and Hope battle for 11th and 12th, all for valuable points ahead of Kirk and Hughes. Great. 2 ladies, Smithers and Dealey, Robinson getting the final point.